I'm going to show you how to foam roll your quads. And so your quads are going to be right on the front of your leg. These typically get really tight from if we're sitting at a desk all day, or, if we're just not moving all so much, or maybe we have faulty movement patterns. So usually it's a combination of all the above. So what I'm going to share with you is how to release this using a foam roller. You can also use a softball as well too, which if you want a little bit more direct pressure to get into those specific muscles, that's great, but I would definitely start off with a foam roller to begin with. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put the foam roller, if I'm foam rolling my left side, I'm going to position the foam roller so that it's right here, so that it's basically like midline of my body is where the cutoff point of the foam roller is, regardless of if it's a short one or it's a long one. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to come down, and I usually like to start it at the top of my knee. So I'll position it right here, and then I'll come down just like this, almost like I'm doing a plank, and then I'll usually like to put this leg off to the side as a kickstand. And from here, I'm just looking for tender spots. So as I come into this, as I get a little bit higher up the thigh, I might feel a little bit of a tender spot. What I can do is I can flex and extend the knee. You don't want your butt up in the air like this when you do it, because you'll lose all the tension. So you always want to make sure that you're engaging your glutes. You're doing a little bit of a posterior tilt, keeping your core engaged while you do this. Now, as you get higher up into the muscle, after you make your way up, you'll probably start to feel more tension closer to the top as well when you get into more of your hip flexors, your TFL. And what I like to do is I like to just pivot back. So just ever so slightly, we're going to kind of rotate so that we're more on the quarter side of the, more diagonal portion of our quadricep. And we might spend a little bit of time here because this is right on our TFL, tensor fasciae latae, and this gets really, really tight, especially if your glutes are weaker, because this muscle is going to start to help with external rotation of the hip. So basically bringing your knee out from midline of the body. So basically doing this motion. So I like to spend a little bit of time here. Maybe I'll flex and extend the knee. Maybe I'll also do a little bit of internal and external rotation of the hip to see if I can get a little bit of mobility and hit all those little spots in the hip flexor and the TFL region. And then from here, I'll kind of start to come down. This might start to be pretty tender as well. Spend some time, breathe into these spots. As you go, I would probably spend at least 1 to 2 minutes on each side minimum, but take your time. There's no real rush. And if you can take your time, feel free to do so. Just make sure to go all the way down this quad the same way that you came up.